Warning, the following story is a work of fiction loosely based off true events. But mostly fiction, because it's more fun. Plus, you guys kept spamming me for another stalker story. So, here you go. Today, I'm going to tell you about the time when my stalker came to my house. Now, this takes place after I had already found out who my stalker was, I confronted her about it, and we even made a deal where she would leave me alone if I hung out with her one time. Now, this takes place when I was on my way home from school one day, and I was actually in a really good mood, because I had finally gotten the number of a girl that I had a huge crush on at the time. Everything was seemingly off to a normal day. I opened the door, I went inside, I said hi to my mom. Hey, Mom. Oh, honey, you're back? Just in time for some tea. Tea sounds good, Mom. And it's about time you got home. You don't want to keep your guest waiting. My guest? What guest? Jeez, what the? Summer? What the heck are you doing here? Terry, that's not a nice way to treat your girlfriend. My what? Terry? Yes, Michael? You didn't tell me that you had a girlfriend. Good job. I'm proud of you. What? I look over to Summer. Okay, I don't know what's going on here or what Summer's trying to pull, but she's not my girlfriend, she's my stalker, and she's been stalking me for the last several weeks. And not only did she try to smooch me up in the movie theater last week, but she also has a crazy stalker ex-boyfriend who wants to kill me. My mom and stepdad don't say anything at first, but just stare at me in bewilderment. Oh, Terry, well, it sounds like you had a great first date. Terry, I think she's a keeper. What? Okay. Summer, can I have a word with you in private? Sure thing, Terry. I thought you'd never ask. Oh, that's perfect. Why don't you two go up to Terry's room and wait there while I make dinner? No, that's okay, Mom. We were just gonna go outside and talk. Terry, don't be rude to your mother. I'm not being rude. I just don't want to be left alone with my stock. Come along now, I'll show you guys the way. Would you stop that? All right, here's Terry's room. Isn't it lovely? I just cleaned it and organized his stuffed animals. They're not stuffed animals, Mom. They're dinosaurs, okay? They look like pillows to me. They're dinosaur pillows, okay? Well, in any case, you two have fun. Maybe do your homework, play with some toys, whatever it is kids do these days. I'll let you know when dinner's ready. And just like that, she shuts the door. I turn back to Summer, who's sitting on my bed. Alright, look, Summer, you got 5 minutes to explain yourself. What are you doing here? Why are you telling my parents that we're dating? And most importantly, would you stop sipping tea like that? What are you, Kermit the Frog? How did you know I was going as Kermit for Halloween? Have you been stalking me? Just cut to the point, Summer. What are you doing here? I thought we had an agreement. Well, we did, and I wanted to honor it, but yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap. Summer lays down on my bed and cuddles with my favorite dinosaur pillow. Okay, that's it. I'm calling the police. Terry, wait. Okay, I'll tell you. You better. It's just, I'm doing this group project for one of my classes, and all of my partners for the project are using a Facebook group chat to communicate. Okay, so what's the problem? Well, my parents kind of, blocked me from using Facebook at home. Why? Well, I was using it too much. Not to look at your profile or status updates or download your photos or anything. But long story short, my parents thought that I was using it too much, so they blocked it on all of our home computers. So what do you want me to do about it? Well, I just figured you're a pretty tech-savvy guy, and you found out my number when you didn't even know what it was, and I just thought maybe you would have a solution. If you're asking to come over to my house every day just so you can use my computer to use Facebook to do your little group chat thing to work on your project, then that is absolutely no. I mean, is that why you told my parents that we were a couple? No, I didn't even think about that. But now that you mentioned it, nope. But Terry, my project, what am I gonna do? Please, you're the only person I could ask for help with that won't run away. Okay, well, first of all, it wasn't even me that figured out your number, okay? My dad helped me with that. He's the real tech-savvy guy. Well then, can't we ask him for help? I really wouldn't want to bother him with, stalker problems. Okay, fine. Just this once. If it'll get you to go home already. Yay! I knew I could count on you. Yeah, would you please let go? Hello? Hey, Dad, it's me. How's it going? Hey, son, how you doing? It's good to hear from you. Hi, Mr. Song. Would you? Hello. Terry, do you have a friend over? Yeah, just one of my friends. I'm his girlfriend. Would you shut up? Oh, you have a girlfriend? That's, well, that's news. Congratulations. Who's the lucky lady? My name is Summer. Nice to meet you, Mr. Song. It's a real honor. Summer? Huh. You know, that's funny. Terry had a stalker just a little while ago named Summer too. Dad, anyways, we can talk about that later. The reason I'm calling is because Summer here, well, her parents blocked her from using some websites at home, but she needs to access those websites in order to do her homework. So I was just wondering, do you know if there's a way where she could possibly bypass those websites at home? You know, because if not, she has to come over to my place every day and use my computer and, well, you know how busy I am. Sure, I mean, I'm glad you called. What you need is a VPN. A VPN? What's that? A VPN is a virtual private network that basically allows you to change your internet's location, essentially changing your location. Okay, so what kind of VPN do we need? Well, I recommend NordVPN. It's got over 5,000 servers in over 60 countries, it has absolutely no data logging, 24/7 customer support, and not to mention unlimited bandwidth. Okay, Dad, that's all great, but are you sure this is actually gonna work? Of course it's gonna work, Terry. If your dad says it'll work, then it'll work. How do we get NordVPN, Mr. Song? Well, it's pretty easy. In fact, if you go to nordvpn.org/TerryTV using the coupon code TerryTV, you can actually save 66% on a 2-year plan. Whoa, 66%? That's right. Not to mention there's a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee if you don't like the service. Okay, would you two snap out of it? Fine, I'll get this NordVPN whatever. As long as it'll let Summer use Facebook at home so she doesn't have to bother me anymore, then let's do it. Well, son, that's treating it lightly. VPNs can do a lot more than just unblock Facebook. Not to mention, using a VPN keeps you protected from hackers. I guess that's good. I mean, you never know when your computer's gonna get hacked, right? That's right. So if you or anyone watching this video want to use NordVPN and keep yourself safe from hackers, unblock websites with over 5,000 servers in over 60 countries, go ahead and click the first link in the description and use the code TerryTV to get 66% off a 2-year plan. Dad, who are you talking about? Sounds like this video is sponsored by NordVPN. What video? Why does everybody always talk like this? Now Terry, pay attention. Yeah? There's something I need to warn you about. Okay, what's that? I want you to promise me that if you ever go to the dark web, you will use a VPN to protect yourself. What? The dark web? Why would I go there? Some people conduct shady business there. Other people do it for fun. I don't want you to get any ideas. All right, yeah, sure. I won't go on the dark web. It's very dangerous there. Ever played Welcome to the Game? It's just like that. Thank you. Well, if that's all you need me for, I'm gonna get going. Yeah, that's it, Dad. Thanks again, and talk to you later. It was great meeting you, Mr. Song. We'll talk again soon. It was great meeting you too, Summer. Good luck with your project. All right. There you go. There's your solution. Just use a VPN. You happy? You bet! Summer rushes at me and hugs me. Yep, okay, down boy, down. With Summer's problem having been solved, I figured she didn't really need to stick around for dinner and embarrass me even further, right? Oh, perfect timing. Dinner is almost ready. I nudged Summer. I should probably actually head home and eat there. My parents are expecting me. Not to mention you have some homework to catch up on. Yeah, that too. Oh, well, okay. In any case, it was great to meet you. And just like that, Summer left, and I could finally be at peace. You know, as crazy as Summer was, she wasn't all that bad. Usually. Hello. Guys, that'll about do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and big shout out to NordVPN for sponsoring today's video. This is actually the first sponsor I've ever gotten for one of my storytime videos. So if you guys could please support the sponsor so that they might work with us again, please use the link down below in the description and use code TerryTV to save 66% off a 2-year plan on NordVPN. Thanks again for watching, guys, and until next time, we will see you guys in the next video. Good night.